let's talk about the openers for England. Another fantastic century stand by them. Johnny Bairstow got another 100. There's a lot that happened there, didn't it? There's a lot of records that happened there.
No, exactly.
What is it, third century stand in a row?
Third century stand in a row, and that just meant how much they're missing Jason Roy. You can make out. The moment he came back, look at the difference it's made.
Yep.
And that's what's so important with them. See, Bairstow and Roy, remember, that's the reason why they're at 305 now.
Yep.
If they hadn't got going, this could have become 245, 235 in a very, very different target.
These are all the 100 partnerships that England have had in the World Cup. And you see most of them are coming, I mean, they're coming everywhere. They're coming with a Butler who's at number 6. They come with a Morgan and Stokes who are at 4 and 5. But a lot of them are coming from the openers. So there you go, 160 against India, 123 today. And then you got to go up a little bit. Where are they? Butler.
Yeah, right up there.
Best one, 128 against Bangladesh. So that's when James Wins came in. And
They
then
lost 3 in a row.
Yeah.
They, not 3 in a row, but they lost 3 in that.
See, what's happening with England is they're getting caught up in terms of what kind of tempo they're setting.
Yeah.
Like today, they were going at 6 runs per over throughout the game.
Correct.
Right? Till about 30 overs. Then after that, to adapt once the wicket has fallen, they don't have that change in gear in terms of that momentum shift which is required.
They have gear 5 or they have standing still.
Exactly. So you have at 30 over mark, you have 120 deliveries to face.
Yeah.
With 9 wickets in hand.
Correct.
So that actually has played in
got less than 6 in that.
Other way, exactly.
Yeah, they've got less than one a ball. They've got 111 and they've lost 7 wickets.
So that's what. So that communication has not been happening, and we've not seen this first time in the tournament, and that is a concern, And we've been talking about this right from the first match of the World Cup when they lost to Pakistan. There was a talk that they need to understand what kind of surface it is and change their game accordingly, adapt to the conditions, adapt to the situation. I think that is something which they've still not figured. So if they've got themselves in a little bit of trouble right now, they could have easily batted New Zealand out of the game. Like a 340 on this surface would have been a completely different kind of mindset New Zealand batsman would have walked in.
Yeah.
But look at that fall of wickets. Till 30 overs,
nothing.
They were just one wicket down.
30th over mark, 194 for 1, and then they start falling.
Exactly.
Like 9 pins.
No, but also Zach had said such an important thing, and I think that is critical to what he said. Why is Joe Root so important to them? Yeah. Joe Root is important to them is because he frees the other side, the other side batsman, his partner, from thought.
Yeah.
So if Joe Root is batting, Morgan is saying, I'll hit. That's my job. Stokes is saying, I'll hit. Everyone is saying, I'll hit. Now, Joe Root gets out. Okay, what happens? One side there's Bairstow, one side there's Morgan walks in or whoever walks in, Butler walks in. Do I hit or do I defend? Who hits, who defends? I'm in 2 minds now.
Yeah.
So that is why Williamson and Joe Roots are so important to that team, because they take away what you want when a player has to execute his shots. All he should be worrying about is his shots. He shouldn't be thinking about rate, this thing, because it complicates. So when Root is that responsibility he takes over.
Yeah.
That's the problem they're facing. They don't know which gear to bat on. मैं defend करूँ, तू defend करे, मैं मारूँ, तू मारूँ, कौन मारे?
Yeah.
And when someone is going strong, then it's just easier for Root. You look at in this World Cup as well, whenever there has been some serious hitting going on, Root was at the other end.
Yep. Always
because he was the guy who was giving single to the power hitter, and the power hitter was taking a chance. When there were good days and power hitter is going strong, you will see that reflecting in the score.
Let's pull up those 100 partnerships again and see. His name featured quite prominently on a lot of them.
So that and he bats at that 90-100 strike rate, but he is someone who you cannot.
He's 5.
Yeah, 5 of them, and remember the rest are all opening partnerships.
Yeah.
3 of them are opening partnerships. So it's basically whenever he bats, the other side can go hard.
That Afghanistan game when Eoin Morgan was going very strong and he's hit some 16, 18 sixes.
17
Yeah.
Root was at the other end. Today, because Root was not there at the other end, Morgan was actually playing Root's role, which is just consolidating.
Correct.
So you saw when they lost 2 wickets after that 30 overs. Root was Eoin Morgan was trying to control the game, and Vokes was taking a chance. He lost the wicket, then pressure goes on Morgan again. Ben Stokes got out in that process. So that is something which you always then you have to alter your game. So if Root is batting at the other end, that just simplifies the process, and maybe they need actually
They need Moeen Ali. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
they
but
need Moeen
is
Ali at
also-
7.
See, Moeen Ali is also someone who is not looking to rotate. You know, they just have Root who can keep
Correct.
keep rotating that strike. You know, that anchor is only one.